Hello there and welcome to another MiniGuard 951 3D pixel art tutorial, and today I'm back with another Pokemon. We did this one yesterday, yes, looking rather good if you ask me, and today we're going to be trying our hand at a Pokemon called Sonite. Let's have a go at this guy. I'm in two minds whether to use that block or that block. I'm not sure because it's quite a lime sort of green, so it's more that colour, but it doesn't really have the lines on. So we'll definitely start off with this we'll have a quick look, see what it looks like, and then we'll jump into the tutorial and we'll get it built for you guys. Right, and we're back. So what we can do is we'll do a 2x2 square like that. We'll do a 2 at the side here. We'll end up with 1 at the top there. Sorry, my cat is just trying to attack me at the minute. So right, what we can do is we'll run this up so it's a zigzag that runs round and sticks up at the top. So at the side you should see something along the lines of that for now. So then what we can do is in fact bring this across and make sure it runs down roughly to there, I'd say, so it's 1 off of the floor. And then what you can do is leave a gap in the middle. You want to make sure it's like too high. So after you've left your gap in the middle, then you want to then continue the pattern of what you did on the other side. So all this will be filled in across the top here like that, and then what you can do is your 2x2 square with 1 sticking up there, and then not forgetting to follow this around the side to roughly there, and then we want our 2 at the floor there. And this is going to be the front of this build. We'll probably do the front and work our way around the sides and that for now, so we don't get too confused. So I'm going to try it with this block for now, so I'm going to run this all the way across. For the centre you can either use pink or red. I'm going to use red just because I think it goes a lot nicer than the pink would. So then what we can do here is bring this round and out to there. I'm going to fly into it, that's not good. Then these bits here you want to just do a row of 3 white, so as we're looking from the front you should see something along the lines of that. So then from there what we can then do, back diagonal again and continue the pattern. So diagonal, and then you want a row like so. So it'll end up with that. You've got a row of 3 in the middle. So then what we can do is from this block here, just bring it out to here and here, so it sticks out and covers up there nicely. So then what we can do is get a white from that block to that block there, and we want it to run all the way across to meet up. Just there, nicely. Nice. In fact, we'll bring it out so it sticks 1 out from the original build we've done there. In fact, we can stick these out again so they're flat with the actual bit we've brought out. It's looking good. So then what we could do, find the center block. We want 1 green there, place 1 there, and then what you want to do is 1 either side and 1 in front like that. And then from this one you want 2 rows of 3, so there's 1, 2, and then 1 at the top like so. Right, what we could do is come around, place a block here and here, so you get like almost like the zigzag pattern here like that. And it's starting to take shape, it's looking pretty decent. So what we can do is bring this bit out here and here, so it's roughly both sides. And then what you can do is run this up to there, and the same with this side. So you want a zigzag pattern, and it should join up in the middle like that. And then pretty much you want to do the sort of same thing again, bring it back here and here. Then on this bit you want to bring it out diagonal and run it all the way around so it just drops back down to the same sort of size as where you started. So we want it to go there. Then we back off a bit, so you should end up with something that looks like that for now. I know he's not looking too much like the Pokemon at the minute, but once we get it completed you'll be like, ah, now I see. So yeah, so on these corner blocks you want to come back diagonal here just to give it the more rounder of the shape. And then from there you want to bring this, and this would be your top of your head. So you can bring this out and around. Same with this side, so you come out and round roughly to about there. Alright, so then we've done that, what we could do is come around to the side. You want to make these so it's 3 long and then bring it out so it sticks out. So the same again, 3 long there, and then on this next one you want it to stick out a row like so. So then what we can do, find the center block, drop it down diagonal, and you want to then run this all the way around to the front, roughly about there. And the same with this side. Come round to here, run it all the way around the row you've just made on top to roughly about there. As you can see, it ties in pretty nicely. Then on the corners drop it down diagonal here, and the same here, like so. And then we're going to fill in the back similar to what we did with the top row. So a row like that, then the next row would stick out one either side. Do it 3 times. Same with this side, so it comes down 3. In fact, we may do it 2 on this one. In fact, we'll do it 2, and then on the third one we'll do that. So you should, from the back, you should end up with a pattern that looks very similar to that. Now find the center block here, bring it in 1, and you'll see why we're doing that in a minute. So then from here you want to bring this on the inside, and from there you want to wrap this so it goes all the way around that block you've just placed originally to there. And it's looking pretty decent. So then for this center block, what you can then do is come back diagonal here, place a white, and then either side of that white you want your green again, here and here. And then what I'm going to do is come back and do 2 this side, 2 this side, and then the majority of this middle bit will just be placed with white. So 2 rows of 3. Right, and then this next one, what you can do is bring it out and bring it across to there. Same with this side, so from the back you'll see something that looks very similar to that. Then find your center block, take that out, and you want a row of 2 reds there. And that goes pretty nicely. So then from here you want to run your white all the way around to there. And then the next one you want to do the exact same again, but just run it round your row of white all the way to the end there. As you can see, it's starting to take pretty nice shape. This bit will then come out here and here and run it all the way across. This is where it changes slightly, so what you want to do is put a green there, and then from that you want to come out diagonal, do a row of 3 there and 1 down, and the same with this side, so row of 3 and 1 down there, like so, finishing with 2 like that. And that's pretty much the back of this done. So then what we can do is we'll quickly go to bed and we'll complete the sides of this model in the morning. Alright, so this is what you should have at the minute. I know it's not looking much like him, but once we've completed it, it's a really good build, this one. So what you want to do is come to the back again, go to the side, and then from here you want to do sort of like an arrow shape like that. Same with the other side, so from here as you're looking from the outside, you want it to bring it up and around like so. So now we've done that, I mean most of this inside bit would be filled in with your green, but because you can't really see it I'm not going to put it there. So we want a green, and then we want a row of 3 white, and then from this bit here another row of 3, roughly to about there. In fact, we'll do this all the way to there and then fill in that gap like so. It's looking pretty decent. So this bit here, you just run this all the way across and it'll join up pretty nicely. As you can see, that's how the side of this model looks. Also, this bit here will be filled in because some of that will be hidden by the actual hand. And you want to continue what you've done on that side here, basically. So, out of the way, pig, please. Thank you. So then you want a green there with a row of 3 white. Same here, row of... So that goes all the way to the front, and then you want your 2x2 square. This one, follow it all the way across till it joins up to the front, and the same with the next 2 rows up like that. As you can see, it comes together pretty nicely. I mean, if you really wanted, you could go on the inside of this and start filling in some of this with your green, because most of this would be like hidden with your green. So if you just continue this sort of pattern, you should be yeah, it's looking pretty good. It should start to tie in all pretty nicely. It's looking good. So if you want, you can then just maybe put some green on here, as I said, just in case anyone wants to come and have a look in the inside. Pretty much all of it's been covered in with green then. There we go. That's just an added extra. You don't really need to do that because, as I said, you won't really see it. I mean, you could put some legs in there if you wanted, but once again, because you don't really see it, you don't really need to. So what we can do is come back up, and this is the front here of the face, and then what we're going to do is put some red here for his eyes, and red here for his eyes, both sides. That's roughly how his eyes are going to look. Then from this row here, you can then bring it up all the way to the top, so that ties in nicely there. And same with this side. Come back to this row, bring it all the way up to the top there. As you can see, it's starting to take shape now, and I quite like how this turns out, this model here. So then we'll come around to the side, find the middle block here, bring that out one. This will come out 2 here and here, and then this one will come out an extra 1 there. That's looking alright. So then what we can do is get your green out again, bring this down 2, fill in the front, do that again, so it's like a 3x2 square here. And then after you've done that, you want to bring this across so that joins up nicely with the back there, like so. So now we've done this, this bit would then come out again here. So that should be 3 in total. 1, 2, maybe another one here, 3. Then from there, what we can then do is add a green roughly about there. Yep, that looks pretty decent. Then what we can then do is from here, do like an L shape, and then this one here would then stick out an extra 1 there as well. It's starting to look good. Bring that green back to there roughly, and then what you can do from here, this would also come back roughly to there. As you can see, it's all starting to tie in nicely now, and you can bring this back and tie it in so it all hooks up nicely with this. So we want 2 there, and then 1 there, like so. Like that. That's better, and that is pretty much the side of his head complete now. We're just going to do this back bottom bit here. So we can take that out, place 1 back diagonal here, 1 diagonal there. As you can see, that runs nicely into the actual side of this build. And now what we can do is think about actually doing the hand. So what we'll bring this up to there roughly. And this bit here is roughly where the hand is going to be, that 2x2 square. So what we're going to do is just fill in the rest of this. So another one diagonal there, and that looks pretty cool from what I can see there. You want a 2x2 square here and fill in this gap roughly there. So you should end up with something like that, and you want to continue that sort of thing here. So we want a row of 2, then a 2x2, and then 2 here, I think. So it runs roughly with the actual side of this build. Right, let's do the eye again. Let's come back up to the eye. So you want to find the middle block here, you want to bring it out 1, and then this bit will come out 1 here, and then 1 again, and 1 again, roughly. So you get the zigzag pattern, 1 here, and then 1 here as well. And then in the middles, you then want to place a green here, and then 1 on the back of this, like so. Bring it out and back. So you should end up with something that looks very much like that, and then these bits, it'll be 1, 2, and that'll link up nicely with the back. And you just fill in this here, so it goes up to 1 there, and then that'll sit across there. And all this bit here will also be filled. Ooh, is that right? Oh yeah, right, so from here this will all be filled in to there. That's nice. There, that's better. As you can see, that is pretty much our build complete. All we've got to do now is just add his hands, and there is our one Sir Knight. Sir Knight the Pokemon. It's quite a cool name for a Pokemon, I quite like it. So what we can do is green there, so that hides that in nicely, same with the other side. So what we can do is bring this bit out here and do a 2x3 square, so it comes all the way down to the white. Then from the second one, you want to do another 2x2. Then on this bit, another 2x2. Is that right? Yeah, so 3, 2, 2. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. And then for this one, the hands are quite simple. We're just going to do them in blocks. Come to this block here, and you want to make this your 2x2 square here, like that. So you can see it brings it forward 1 extra. And we'll do the exact same with the other side, because the hands are very symmetrical on this. There's not a lot of difference between the pair of them. So 2x2 square here, then another one roughly about here. 2x2, 2x2, and then on this corner block you then want to bring it forward here. And there you go. There is your one complete Sir Knight Pokemon. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe, help the channel grow. Take care, goodbye.